This is What's It Like? That's right, this is going to be a first impression on this zombie game called Zombie Driver Ultimate Edition for Xbox One. Why? Well, because it's Zombie Awareness Month, as you may or may not know. Yes, it is officially Zombie Awareness Month. But on the Stryker of Enyo show, we like to call it Zombie Appreciation, because appreciating zombies just sounds more colorful than having to be aware that they're there. But yeah, so we're going to be covering this game. It's not a full review because I don't actually complete the game, but I wanted to give you guys a quick impression of what the game is like, what you can expect, so when it goes on sale, you can buy it for Zombie Appreciation Month. Oh, that's right, and I also have a Zombie Appreciation Month intro that's going to follow this title screen, and that's also a zombie in a hot tub with a pile of cash and a rubber duck. I mean, what are you going to do? Zombie Appreciation, right? Well, that seemed a bit unnecessary. I just figured I'd put together something for you guys. I'll make it better next year, but yeah, this is Zombie Driver Ultimate Edition on Xbox One. There is no PlayStation 4 version of this game, but there is a regular Zombie Driver game on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So we got story mode that consists of 32 missions. Blood Race is 6 tournaments that consist of a regular race, elimination of enemies, and you got a bomb strapped to you in endurance mode. And then there's Slaughter, which is basically just your standard survival mode, where you can pick whatever car or items you have unlocked from the main campaign, and you can jump into a condensed arena in order to survive as many waves as possible of killing zombies. And that's it for that. So let's go over the briefing and then we'll get to the actual game. Every mission starts with the briefing where you're basically shown pictures of important items. You'll have the map of the current area that you're in, and it'll mark any objectives that you need to go to. The game will show you what rewards you need, and then you pick your car, and there's about 8 vehicles total. You can unlock additional vehicles as you're playing through the game. Weapon upgrades go across all different cars, but when you upgrade a car, then that's only for that car. And so yeah, this is basically the game. It's a top-down driving game where you smash yourself into zombies. Very reminiscent of, obviously, GTA 2, Renegade Ops, one of my personal favorite games that I never really got to play too much of. But that's also a top-down version, and also kind of like the early Micro Machine tabletop racing games, where it has that. But the camera actually follows, as you can see, which makes it a little bit easier than having a fixed camera. Oh, and when you die, well, then that's basically it. You fail the mission, and then you go back to the briefing screen, and you got to do it all over again. So you do have to kind of watch what you're doing. And, well, what do you actually do in the game? Well, your character is a taxi driver, so the military gets a hold of you and they're like, hey, you're good at picking people up and dropping them off, why don't you do it for us? And you can kill zombies, and that's basically the crux of the game. You're basically going to be driving around the environment, navigating them, killing hordes of zombies in certain locations, driving on top of an icon, picking up passengers, and then bringing them back to the military base. Aside from your secondary objectives, sometimes consisting of destroying a certain zombie or creature in a certain location, there's not a whole lot of variety to the game. You're going to be doing this for about 32 missions, like I said, in single player. There is no multiplayer whatsoever, but, you know, the visuals are kind of fun. It does what it does. You can e-brake into a whole bunch of zombies. It's kind of fun. There's machine guns, rocket launchers, flamethrowers, a rail gun, and you can have upgrades to each of these. So the upgrades actually end up giving you a different effect. Like the rocket launcher goes from one rocket to double rockets. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. It's not bad. If I was reviewing the game, I probably would give it a 60. It's above average, but it's definitely conducive of an early game, an early arcade game. It came out on Android back in 2009. The consoles got their version in 2012, and Xbox One got its version near launch around 2014. So yeah, it's a very simple game, but hey, it's got 2,000 achievements on it, because they did 2 title updates that bumped up that number. So yeah, if this game looks fun to you, you might have some fun, but you'll notice that there's not a whole lot of reviews out there for the game, because, well, a lot of the magazines seem like they passed it by. You'll pick up money in the environments, you'll use that to buy upgrades and vehicle upgrades for yourself, and you'll see a lot of blood splattered all over the ground, and the Ultimate Edition is actually upgraded to widescreen. Otherwise, I think the original Zombie Driver is actually still played in a 4:3 mode, because that's the way I guess it was on Android. So yeah, if you like what you just saw, I'd say pick it up. This game goes on sale quite a bit. If I hadn't already bought it myself, I probably would have picked it up by now, but this is just so you know what you're getting into. Celebrate Zombie Awareness Month with a loved one, and we'll see you next time on Stryker of Enyo. And what's it like, the show you're watching?